It's been a while. I'll tell you what happened as I comb my hair. Yeah, last time I made a video was a very long time ago. I guess not a very long time. Time is hard for me to understand. It's a concept that I don't grasp completely. Could feel like 20 minutes. Could feel like 3 hours, and it's only been 20 minutes. Could feel like 20 minutes, and it's been 3 hours. I get delirious and delusional a lot. I've woken up at 8 p.m. thinking it's 8 a.m. I've also woken up at 8 a.m. thinking it's 8 p.m. I've almost coming to work 12 hours early. Last I left, what happened was my brother Daniel had just gotten out of jail. It's been 2 days. It rained hard. No, it didn't rain hard. No, yeah, it rained hard. This was after the tornadoes and the... What was the other one? Was the other one a hurricane or just a tropical storm? I don't know, but it was difficult. And in that time, I learned that he's not the most trustworthy person. He still lets his past dictate what he knows about the future and the world. His ideals and his ideals of depression and suicide are just a tad off, and that's not something I really want to be around. Can't grasp the concept of self-harm, then I really don't want to be friends with you. Doesn't seem like that much of a deal, but when you're going through a lot, like I have, at least it seems like I have or had chronic fatigue syndrome, the type of depression. Because at times I could just wake up, I get to work, 20 minutes later I'm passed out asleep, sad and feeling lonely. That was a while ago. That was a while ago. So yeah, I kind of just didn't put that much effort or emotion into hanging out with him anymore. So of course, when 2 days later, he still doesn't have a job. This is 4 days after being released from jail. He nearly has a mental breakdown. I actually questioned if he was going to commit suicide. He didn't. He decided to leave state. Sorry, I don't know if he's left state, but he decided to leave the county. I guess he was able to beg someone for a house, or beg someone for help. Now he has a job, and for some reason made enough money to get an apartment. Reason why I don't have an apartment is purely because I don't make enough income. I have the money for apartment, no doubt. If I could walk into an apartment building right now and give them the money I have, and I would have an apartment before the end of the day. I have the money for it. I do not have the income for it. Just down Midlothian, there is Chesterfield Village. Chesterfield Village, at last check, was $738 a month. The prices were going up when I left 2 years ago. So I'm pretty sure it's at least at $850. They want you to have double the income. Same thing with the Alexis apartment complex, which is that way. And that place was over $1,000 a month for a 1-bedroom. I still have the money for that, because down payment was, what did I get? $300. Down payment was $600, and was a little over $600, maybe $700. So that's $2,000 for it. I probably have around 1,100 right now, so I gotta wait for another paycheck. But I could easily afford an apartment building. But the income they want is half of what I make. Only reason I don't have a place right now is the income. But he, whenever my next video was, went from having no job, no income at all, to having a landline phone number, cell phone, with minutes, and an apartment. I learned that when he called me the other day while I was at work. I've had the same job for over a year now. No one calls me at 8 p.m. thinking I'm not gonna be at work. No one calls me. No one calls me, period. Still. So I'm very sketchy with that. Extremely sketchy with that. He said some other stuff, but I checked out after he said apartment. I'm like, this motherfucker owes me money. He took a small bike that I had that he said he was gonna bring back and went across town, wherever the hell he went, and he just left it there. That's nearly that's $100 bike gone. I bought him a phone, $60. Now I'm homeless too. I'm saving up money. I'm homeless too. And he goes to a bar the very night that he got the phone and loses the phone. Comes back. I told you about this. He comes back in the morning, wakes me up. It's like 8 a.m. This is when I was waking up at 12 or 11. Or it's when I just started waking up at 8 for no reason. My body just said, we're getting up at 8 from now on. And he says he needs the box, charger, and receipt. He could have easily, that itself made me think he sold the phone. Just because, what the hell? He could have sold the bike, he could have sold the phone. But he calls me out of nowhere, out of the blue, after just dropping me and leaving completely. So that's what was going on. Over time, I kind of got spoiled and picked up I don't know if it's an addiction, but I routinely would take something. I am stopping that. I'm trying to stop it at least. Do you believe, can you see the loop? I still need a brush. Can you see the loop? Can you see the pattern? You know what I'm talking about. Every day, everyone in the world has a pattern that they follow no matter what. You get up in the morning, you go to work, you come home, go to sleep, and you keep doing that same thing over and over and over again, expecting it to change. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over again, expecting it to change. I am in a loop, and I'm desperately trying to force myself out of. And it put me in a bit of a depression, the fact that I might not go anywhere. I'll admit, I wasted $1,000 in 1 month. My mind is blown. I could have really used that money. But it's now gone. Why is it doing that? Oh well. Oh, it's being used, that's why. Ha! Okay. No, I didn't spend the $1,000 purely on the one thing I'm trying to stop doing. that I might be addicted to. No, many things. Kidding. Okay, not many things. Few things. I don't want to go over it. We go through life knowing only one thing. That's what we grew up with. That's what we taught.